Hi guys, welcome back for another one. I am Mr. Free to Play. That is right, I'm a free to play player and I give free to play player advice, tips, tricks, and other things. Welcome to a brand new series called Resource Management 101. This is a new series. I have several videos planned for this series as of right now. I'm just not back to doing YouTube full time yet, so these videos are gonna come out a little bit on the slow side. I'm sorry about that, but they are gonna be all informative to help some players out there that are struggling with resource management and what they need to do in this game. But before I jump into the subject of this video, there are two things I'd like to cover. I'm still not back to doing YouTube full time, so there are two events coming up that I'm not gonna be able to cover. One, I'm not gonna be able to cover the I'm not gonna be able to cover the Emma Frost milestone event that is coming up. If they duplicate what they do for Symbiote Spider-Man, which I'm fully expecting based on their blog post, there's going to be 192 shards up for grabs for free, which means some players can possibly get themselves a 4-star Emma on the very first 4 weeks without having to spend any money. And that's assuming that you've saved up a lot of gold within this time frame. I know I've saved up over 19 million since Symbiote Spider-Man. I've really just stopped spending, period, unless it's absolutely necessary. In these last couple of weeks, so I got 19 million. It's going to allow me to get through most of Emma for weeks to come, to get her mostly maxed out and get her to 4 stars on the very first 4-week pass. So guys, if you need some help playing with that, there's gonna be an eye in the corner screen for that video. But hold on, it's not gonna appear right now because the other event going on is Swarm's gonna have an event campaign character come up. So it's gonna be, including in that eye is gonna be the video for Squirrel Girl that I did, event campaign. That's gonna help you guys start to strategize and plan for Swarm. Obviously the character selection is going to be missing, but guys, if you join my Discord, which is link is in the description down below, I will give you my recommendation of characters to take for that event in my Discord as soon as the new patch goes live and the characters are revealed that are going to be useful. But both those videos, eye in the corner screen right now, click on it, check them out, or wait to the end of the video, click on that eye and then go check them out, as they're going to be great helpful tools to help you guys get a 4, possibly 5-star Swarm. I know Squirrel Girl's event, I got another 5 stars. The opening was just as crazy as Domino's. If you haven't seen my Domino orb opening, I'll just include that as a 3rd video. But yes, I got myself a 5, even more shards than I got with Domino. It was crazy. Unfortunately, I couldn't record that video for you guys. But anyways, I'm going on too long. So guys, this is 15 characters you will not regret investing in. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's get this party started. 15 characters you will not regret investing in. What exactly is these 15 characters? Well, first off, guys, I broke down every character in this game to find out how useful they are in not only unlocking content, but gaining you more resources every day, every week, every month, and so on and so forth. And I compiled a list of characters that actually cross over in events more than other characters, and these characters that cross over so much more are so much worth your time and resources, especially if you don't know which character to build. Now, this character list could change in the near future. As one, this does not factor in the newest patch that is launching. That's probably already launched by the time you guys see this video. It does include X-Force as the unlock for Doc Ock, but it doesn't include Doc Ock in anything that eventually comes in the new meta because of him. Now, what do I look at when I say a character is useful? Well, first off, we look at is, do they unlock a legendary? Can I use them in monthly events? Are they the best option to beat the highest tier in challenges? Now, I did a lot of research for that one to come up with the characters that are useful for that. So, and then, are they DD3 essential? That's the end game, you know? You don't need a plan for DD2, you don't need a plan for DD1, just plan for DD3 and you can wipe the board with those 2 Dark Dimensions. And last, do they have use in U7? Now, I followed the Panzerhawk guide to come out with who is most useful. Now, I seen Casino release something recently that does take some of these characters and no longer makes them useful, but as of the Panzerhawk guide, they are useful, so they are included here. So that's what's included here. What you guys do not see included here is War. War is an end game thing. Yes, it gives you resources, but you get resources whether you win or you lose. Just the amount that you get is the difference. Yes, I do believe you should try to win War if you can, but I do not think you should beeline for any War teams as part of getting resources, as it will slow your account down, and the meta for War and other things is always changing, so you're always chasing the rabbit tail versus conquering what is already there that cannot change on you. Now guys, this is not an exclusive free-to-play list. This includes the 15 most useful characters, whether they are a character that is hard to obtain or are they free to play and easily farmable, right? It's just the top 15 characters. If you got them, invest in them. Now, some of these characters I will give notes on as to knowing if it's worth your time or not, especially if you're free to play. But like I said, this is not an exclusively free to play list. This list is meant to help out all players, no matter what type you are. If you're spending, I can probably teach you how to get more resources to spend less or spend your money elsewhere on something that will help you get further in the game. And free to play, I can definitely help you to get more resources so you can build your account faster as a free-to-play player. And no, there is no easy or shortcut being a free-to-play player. You gotta grind. So guys, with that said, let's kick this list off with number 15, Yo-Yo. Now this character is definitely a paywall character, really hard in a premium orb, but if you're someone who's willing to whale, this character may be an option for you. Now, let's look at her resume. 1, she unlocks 2 legendaries, Iron Man and Ebony Maw, and she is useful in U7 when paired with Black Bolt. And another thing you guys are going to see from here, Wolverthor in his latest infographic has her rated number 7 in Arena. Now obviously I think that has to be paired with Black Bolt, but that's where she is. So here's the thing, unless you can whale out to get her up to 5 stars before you can get your other humans up to 5 stars, she's probably not the best option to unlock Ebony Maw. So this one is an exclusive whale Kraken character listed at number 15. But with that said guys, let's move on to number 14. And that is Falcon. Yes, Falcon or 14, let's take a look at his resume. He is the meta for 2 challenges. Looks like he's good for the Orb Fragments challenge and the Catalyst of Change challenge. So those are the 2 that he is in the meta for. Now obviously when the new challenges roll out later this year, this list might have a huge shakeup and Falcon may not be any more viable, but he could be. But as of right now, definitely a huge viable character. And that goes for any characters that I color for in challenges going forward. It's possible they may not be the meta in the newest challenges, but right now they are, and they could carry over. Only time will tell. And other than that, he is useful in U7. He's a little bit past his prime, but he is useful there still, according to the Pants of Hawk graphic. And not only that, Valley Flying has Falcon rated as number 7 on his list for free-to-play characters. So that's where it is. Let's move on to number 13. Number 13 is Scientist Supreme. Yes, Scientist Supreme. The AIM Train Tana, you know, just loves that team so much. Anyways, the meta for 2 challenges, Medical Supply Run and Orb Fragments. And also useful in U7. So similar to Falcon's situation. And there you go, rated number 4 on Valley Flying's free-to-play character list. Unless I tell you guys otherwise, these characters that I am reviewing are free-to-play friendly characters. When I get to non-free-to-play friendly characters, I will make sure to let you guys know. Next up, Miss Marvel at the number 12 spot. How many of you guys expected this one? Anyways, she can unlock Ebony Maw, usually the replacement for Yo-Yo, as a lot of people are not going to be able to get Yo-Yo at high gold stars. 1, she can do the Gold Rush challenge. She's in the meta for the Gold Rush challenge. And surprise, surprise, I know a lot of people have their defenders built up to 7 stars and they think that's the only team that can do the Block Party event. But no, Miss Marvel can do the Block Party bi-monthly event. All right, guys, we're getting close to that top 10. Who's at a number 11? That is Mordo. Mordo's at number 11. He can unlock Phoenix, a huge meta character, and he's currently also the meta in 2 challenges, the Ability Enhancement and Training Day. Now I think in both of those he needs to be paired with HELA, but right now with the data I pulled, he seems to be the most consistent character on those lists, and that goes for any challenge, guys. The characters that I show you that are the meta or show up more than often on those lists of many other people that have posted it. I look at the smallest CP to conquer it, and I kind of take the average and then find out the most 5 characters that are used in those challenges to break it down. Now, I could do a separate video on challenges. This video is not that. Let's move on. Who is number 10? Ultron is number 10, guys. Number 10 of the characters you will not regret investing in. Let's take a look at his resume. 1, he is the meta in 2 challenges, Orb Fragments and Catalyst of Change. He's useful in U7, and he is rated number 10 by Wolverthor in the arena. A side note here on Wolverthor's rating system, it's not just him rating them, it's him, Punk, and Yeti. They have a collaboration they do for infographics. That's where I pull this information from. But you can see they rate him number 10 in arena. Okay, who is number 9? Is your character on this list? Venom's number 9. How many of you guys are surprised to see Venom this far up? I know when I started making this list, I was a little surprised. Anyways, 1, Venom can unlock Shuri. 2, he is good for the Gold Rush challenge, and actually, well, he's a meta for the Gold Rush challenge. He is a good 3rd option for City DD3. It's going to be difficult to get him ready and get him up there because of the bio gear needed for him and his compadres, but he's also useful in U7 if he's paired with Symbiote Spider-Man. So a lot of good things going on here for Venom. He's also rated number 9 on Valley Flying's free-to-play character list. All right, let's move on to number 8. And at number 8, we have Phoenix. Yes, a legendary Phoenix. Her resume is this: unlocks Magneto. Guys, I highly recommend, if you're not too far into this game already, do not beeline for Nick Fury. Do not beeline for Magneto. Unlock Phoenix. Phoenix can be used to unlock Magneto. That's the proper order in my opinion, because Magneto is not in the meta anymore. And that's where I believe Magneto should stay. But let's get back to Phoenix. Guys, she is number 1 Dark Dimension 3 Essential. Not just Dark Dimension Essential, but number 1, the very first character. Get that mutant gear, get her done first. Trust me, you will not regret it. She is the MVP of the very first half of Dark Dimension. And then she also is useful for U7, usually for a one-shot, but you can revive her and get more than a one-shot out of her, but that's where it is. And Wolverthor has her rated at number 5 in Arena. But guys, we are getting into the meat of the characters that have so much crossover that you're almost hurting yourself not building them up. So let's get into number 7. Ebony Maw. How many guys are shocked to see Ebony Maw up in this list? Let's take a look at his resume. 1, he is going to be Medical Supply Run Challenge Essential. A lot of people that are reporting on Medical Supply Run did it before Ebony Maw was available. Now that Ebony Maw is available, I believe he becomes more essential than the other characters reported. Not only that, I believe he's going to be required as the challenges go up higher. So I'm expecting more than just the Medical Supply Run challenge to show up here. That's what I use them for, to beat. So I believe his stock value is going to keep going up and just essential for unlocking content and more resources. But anyways, he is a Dark Dimension 3 essential character for the Cosmic Lane. So trust me, if you haven't got there yet and you need cosmic characters, save your cosmic resources for Ebony Maw. You are going to want him there for Dark Dimension 3. And Ebony Maw is useful in U7, a part of a team. We are not reviewing U7 teams in this video, but guys, the resources are available out there, and eventually I will cover U7 essentials. But for right now, trust me, Ebony Maw is good for U7, and he's also rated number 3 in Arena by Wolverthor. It is time for number 6. And that, my friends, is Carnage. This guy's moving up on even my list of favorite characters to play as. I spent so long, over what, a year and a half of not building up symbiotes at all. I just recently got into symbiotes and I'm actually loving the heck out of them. So here's Carnage's resume. 1, unlock Shuri. 2, essential for the Gold Rush challenge. Essential for the City Lane in DD3, should be the second character you build up with Biogear after Symbiote Spider-Man, and useful in U7 with Symbiote Spider-Man, and he is rated number 2 on Valley Flying's free-to-play list. And the reason why I put useful with Symbiote Spider-Man and not just useful in U7 is because he has a specific place he needs to be, and without that place he's really not useful in U7. He needs to be part of something to be useful, and I want to make sure that note is in there. Alright guys, so let's move on to number 5. You guys are going to start seeing these resumes get a little bit longer. It is Loki. Loki unlocks 2 legendaries, Phoenix and Black Bolt, meta for 2 challenges, but he has to be paired with HELA, ability enhancement, and training day. So that is his resume. Gets a lot of resource for you and legendaries. Very useful character. Number 5. Let's move on to number 4. That, my friends, is MINN-ERVA. Yes, this is another character that is not really free to play friendly, only available in preview modes just like Yo-Yo, but her resume reads like this. Meta for 2 challenges, Medical Supply Run and Training Day. Essential character for DD3. Trust me, this character is essential for DD3. Probably the top tech character in the game. Who are you going to spend your tech gear on? I make a case that probably no one's better than MINN-ERVA. Her ult is going to deal damage when you can get it off. The problem is she can't get it off as often as she could in DD2, but when she does, she'll fully heal your team and also take a lot of life from the opponents. And then she's also useful in U7. Like I said, not really reviewing what team she's a part of, just letting you know she is very useful in U7. All right, it is time for number 3. And that, my friends, is Shuri. The legendary Shuri, as Valley Flying would like to say. Her resume reads like this. She is the meta for 2 challenges, Medical Supply Run and Orb Frag Challenge. She's also needed for the Chaos Theory monthly event. She is the only character that actually pops up on this list, other than Block Party characters, that actually pops up for this monthly event. But Chaos Theory is a huge event, especially for free-to-play players. It gives you the most control of getting your red stars on your characters. So free-to-play, Chaos Theory's got to be a high priority for you because you're not going to spend for red orbs. She's also a useful character for Dark Dimension 3. This is a character originally when I wrote them out, I did not have them essential for Dark Dimension 3, but more and more information is starting to come out about how useful Shuri is in Dark Dimension 3. So I gave her a mark for Dark Dimension 3 as she now seems to be more and more useful. So yes, that is her note there. And then she's also useful in U7. All right, guys, we got 2 characters left. Who is left on this list? Symbiote Spider-Man. His resume reads like this: unlock Shuri, block party bi-monthly event he can participate in. Now, hold on, I forgot to mention one thing. Symbiote Spider-Man, if you have not been playing the last half of this year, the chances are you're probably not going to have a very good Symbiote Spider-Man. Very low star level. I know myself, I got him close to 6 stars, but didn't get 6 stars as a free-to-play player. And as 5, he does really well. I got him at 5 gold, 5 red, and he's doing a lot of great work with just that on him. So going forward, this character is going to be probably a more whale dolphin character than a free-to-play character. But if you were fortunate to be playing the last 6 months, got quite a bit of him, especially got him like 5, like I got him at 5, he could do a lot of work for you, but it doesn't take away from his resume. His resume is really good. So guys, carrying on here, 1, essential for the Gold Rush Challenge at tier 12. He is an essential character for Dark Dimension 3. He's the top bio character you should spend your mini uniques on. Definitely, highly recommend. Do not upgrade Black Bolt. Let Black Bolt sit on the shelf. Do not upgrade Black Bolt. And if you guys have been not paying attention, have you seen Black Bolt on this list yet? No, you haven't. Trust me, you can skip Black Bolt for Dark Dimension 3. He is also useful in U7. So guys, that is Symbiote Spider-Man's list. Now, who do you think number 1 is? And I'm going to tell you right now, number 1 resume is really long. This character is super useful, guys, and that character is HELA. HELA is number 1 by far. Her resume is impressive to say the least, and let's take a look at it. She unlocks 2 legendaries, Phoenix and Black Bolt. She is the meta for 2 challenges, ability enhancement and training day. She is also top 5 characters that you should upgrade for Dark Dimension 3 in that cosmic lane. She's not the top 5 overall, but she is a top 5 within that cosmic trait. And she is also useful in U7, and she is rated number 1 on Valley Flying's free-to-play list. So guys, that is the top 15 characters you will not regret investing in. Is there any characters you're surprised that's on this list? Or is there any characters you're surprised that is not on this list? I know for me, Black Bolt not being on this list was a little bit of a surprise for me. He's very close to being included on this list. He's just missing a little bit more stuff on his resume. Now guys, there is new challenges coming this year. Right? They already announced that at some point we're probably going to get tiers 13 and 14. I'd imagine they do 2. If they do less than 2, I'd be surprised, but I'm expecting 2. Because I'm also expecting level 80 to come with the new gear increase. So I'm expecting more Black Bolts to pop up as essential for challenges, where right now he's not included on any list of essential for challenges. And I believe that's going to change. So I believe once he gets 1 or 2 challenges belt, he's going to pop on the 15 essential characters. So you're not hurting yourself by upgrading Black Bolt right now. But guys, that is it. I mean, that is the top 15 characters. If you're stuck on a character, that is it. If you're like, I need to build a team, find a team that meshes with these characters in here. I mean, sure, you don't need the Wakandans anymore. Just build up Shuri. You can put her with other things. I'm not here to do a theory craft or anything like that. But I'm just telling you guys, top 15 characters. That was the resumes. The most useful to unlock legendaries, to beat the challenges, to do U7, to do Dark Dimension 3, and other monthly events. But guys, that's where it is. That's the top 15. There are more videos coming in this Resource Management 101 set video series, but I wanted to kick it off with something that's a little bit of a shock and awe, and that's the way I want to open it. Now, this video will get updated as things change in the meta. Obviously, Arena will never be included as in how useful a character is. I will note that, but it's not actually a valid point, as that's always going to change. And if you're, like I said, if you're chasing 2 rabbits, you're not going to catch any of them. I think that's from a Civilization game. But guys, that is it. I'm looking forward to your comments down below. Like I said, so many more videos coming. I don't want to spoil them because when they come, and I definitely don't want anyone else stealing my idea and taking it from me. So yes, my lips are sealed. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that like button. If you're new here and have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss any of these Resource Management 101 videos or any of the videos I do on my channel, don't forget that notification bell. And guys, with all that said, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.